hands. Let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands. Let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands. Let the way be open. Be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands. Let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands. Let the way be open. Whew. Well, welcome to the Oracle card reading ritual to honor and celebrate and acknowledge the eclipse that is happening tomorrow. Today, I should say, November 30th. I need this reading as much as you do. And so, you know, I love that song so much. Music really helps me to access and connect to my ancestors and my guides and the greater spirits. And something so simple. I have a tendency to overcomplicate the prayers sometimes. I have a lot of self-doubt, and I spend a lot of time, making disclaimers about what I need, bargaining for things that I don't even need to bargain for. If you ask for what you need in as simple a way as possible, I think it really helps to articulate and to orient the true desires of your heart. Okay. I wasn't expecting to start the reading by by doing all that. But in the spirit of authenticity and transparency, I am not going to edit that out, and we're just going to let that moment be that moment. I am actually feeling really good about the energy of this reading and the messages that might come. Another eclipse mid-December. So this hot zone that we're in between two eclipses. I mean, the fact that it's coinciding with the holidays, and we are, still very much in the middle of a pandemic crisis, a rent crisis, an insurance crisis, a hospital lack of room, health worker burnout crisis. I mean, I'm sure you can understand why and how a lot of people right now are having a hard time, So I'm hoping that the messages tonight will be useful to you. Take what is useful and leave what is not. And let's just dive in. So our first card is the Hold. What's got a hold of you lately? What's keeping you up at night? What are you worried about? Ooh, this one jumped out. Alchemy. For those of you who don't know, alchemy is the discipline of turning garbage into gold. So in metals that were not valuable, fact check me on its history. Medieval wizards, I suppose they called them philosophers at the time, or even alchemists, would be trying to turn iron and copper into gold. So, wow, it's interesting that these two come up one right after the other. The Hold and then alchemy. So what this tells me so far is that while you may feel constrained and held in place and stuck, this is a chance for transformation. This is a chance for something new to emerge. People have been facing down death this year a lot. And I mean, when we think about transforming your life, the death of a loved one is definitely something that is life-changing and transformative. And I guess what I would say is just don't worry too much about timing on the alchemy. moment that we are in is going to be what it is, and it's going to last as long as it will. I am trying to be optimistic that after January 20th, things will start to turn around. But between now and then, it's best to just try to be as gentle as you can be with yourself right now. Okay? And trust that this is going to happen. Change and transformation will happen when it is supposed to, when it is right at your pace. Your changes will happen at your pace. So keep your eyes on your own plate. Who's next? Who's got something to say? Oh, this is an old friend of mine. The green card. Not that green card. This green card. And this green card is a sort of companion, I think, to your transformation. Okay. A lot of nature, when we look outdoors at the moment, is in the process of shutting down for the winter, of going into hibernation. The birds are on their way south if they haven't already. The butterflies are on their way south if they haven't already. And, just trust that you are in exactly the right time of the cycle that you need to be in right now. So if you feel like you have, new possibilities growing in you or around you, it is also cuffing season. So there, it's so wild. It's like societally we are dealing with a lot of death and devastation, but also there is a lot of love energy happening in the world. And I guess that makes sense, because if you were facing down your death, you might reconsider all the things that really matter to you and all the ways you want to spend your time. And if the most meaningful way that you love spending your time is being in intimate connections with people, special people, relationships. If relationships are a source of safety and life-giving to you right now, and you're growing into that, I wish you all the best. This is a very interesting time to be starting relationships or to be in courtships, right? I'm an old married lady. I don't know nothing about that. But, wherever you are in the cycle of your relationships, for me, this is about cultivating the safety and trust that has already been established. Because if you don't work to maintain those connections, they have a tendency to, like a plant, they're going to get dehydrated, they're going to rot away. And if you want the plant to come back in the spring, you still have to tend to it when it's dormant in the winter, right? I hope that made sense. I'm not going back and redoing this. So what we've just did, these 3 cards, this is the picture of our current moment. And now I'm going to ask for 2 messages of very clear advice or warning, if that needs to be applied. What do we really need to keep in mind these next couple weeks, this eclipse season? Okay. There's a theme. Predictions of growth. This is one of my favorite illustrations in the deck. There are at least 20 cards in here that I have seriously considered getting a tattoo inspired by it because they're so beautiful and so like it's all colored pencil, so there's like this really warm and like organic feeling, and I really love that. So predictions of growth. You can control the ways that you want to change. One thing to keep in mind is that you do have control over the things that you do. You have control over your actions and your words and your thoughts. And so in what ways do you see yourself growing? And do you like the direction that you're growing in right now? And if not, maybe it's time to kind of review and take a look at where you're headed and either start pruning back some unhealthy habits, or prune back on people and relationships that are draining you, or if you are able to, if you can afford to, rest will provide a lot of clarity when you have a moment to yourself to really consider and sort of integrate all the things that have happened, because of course life, right, it tends to be like one thing after the other, and that's actually one thing that I'm still learning, is that everybody needs to have kind of downtime to make the lessons from what you've just been through, help them to emerge and bring those lessons into yourself as a part of you, if it's something meaningful that you want to hang on to. I mean, sometimes you don't have a choice, right? Sometimes the lessons stick no matter what. But yeah, there are things that you can change, and life changes don't necessarily have to be big, huge, like there doesn't need to be an ultimatum of like, I'm gonna quit smoking tomorrow. Ease up a little bit, maybe. Take things gradually. Change one thing about your day, not 20 things all at once. Last card, actually. Well, this is a nice way to end. Your dreams are closer than you think. What a sweet note. Seems pretty self-explanatory, no? That cup that resembles the cup that's found in the Ace of Cups tarot card, that overflowing, abundant cup, that is something, what is in your cup? What is the abundance that you want to invite in your life? And how can you move in that direction? How can you make choices and make decisions that grow you in that direction? 'Tis the season for that type of contemplation. If you have space and time for it, I highly encourage you to turn off the phone, be with yourself, whatever it is you like to do on your own. Do a face mask, do like movie night. All right. Well, I feel good about this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. circle.